Abraham Lincoln's Rocky Rubik, one of the many college signees today. He's going to bowl at Ottawa. And Rocky, what does it mean? I'm sure it's something you're very passionate about to be able to continue to do collegiately.
Yeah, I've been doing bowling for 15 years, and it wasn't until about 3 years ago that I set my sights on bowling for college. Because before that, I didn't even know it was a college sport. Now I do. I can get paid to go to school for it, so I'm going to continue doing that.
How did the opportunity come about with Ottawa?
Reaching out to coaches. I reached out to many college coaches, and Ottawa just stuck.
What was it about them that ultimately led you there?
I think the coaches, the team, and the culture down there.
When you get down there, what kind of goals do you have in mind? Anything personal you hope to accomplish?
Yeah, I'm just hoping to get through with both my majors, graduate, and then go live my life from there.
What's the program like down there?
They've been around since 2017. They're already considered a quote-unquote elite team in the college bowling scene.
Abraham Lincoln's Christina Keesey going to continue her soccer career at Central. Christina, you've been a part of some really good programs here at AL. Now you get to make the move collegiately. Just what does it mean to do it at the next level?
It's big. It's something I've dreamed of for a long time. Just shows that all my hard work has paid off, and I'm super excited with this new chapter in my life.
What point did it resonate with you that maybe playing collegiately was a possibility or an option?
Definitely dreamt of it like my whole soccer career, like since I was young. But probably 8th, 9th grade is like when I realized like I can actually do this.
Why Central?
Just fell in love with the coaches and the team and just the atmosphere, and that was the place that I felt best that was going to push me to be the best player in person on and off the field.
For somebody that maybe isn't familiar with the soccer program they have there, what could you tell them about it?
Coach Kobe's been out there for a long time and has been very successful and helps push his players to be the best, and that's something I wanted to be a part of.
What kind of goals do you have for the next 4 years?
Just try and get the best that I can be and just excel.
All right, Zoe, you get to continue your volleyball career, doing so at Central. Just what does it mean?
Oh, it means a lot. I've worked really hard. I didn't have the ideal career, and I worked really hard to make sure I could play in college.
You mentioned maybe not the ideal career. How satisfying is it knowing that even though things weren't ideal, you still get to continue on?
It feels super good, yeah.
What was it about Central that clicked with you and made you want to go there?
It was definitely the campus and the girls. I went on a campus visit. I got to talk to some of the girls, and they were just super funny, super chatty, and I'd gone to programs that didn't necessarily have the, intertwining of all the girls, I guess. They didn't have that chemistry, and Central definitely did. So,
when you look at your game, is there anything in particular that you feel like you really either want to succeed at or try to continue to improve at collegiately?
I'd like to definitely work on maybe some defense, passing and back row stuff as well. But I think just, you can improve everything and keep blocking, and everything is going to be.
What kind of goals do you have?
Just improve in every way that I can and just enjoy it,
All right, Noah, headed to Midland. Just what does it mean to be able to do that?
It means a lot, especially because just helps out my parents be a bit get a big burden off their chest, and feels good for all my hard work to pay off.
Yeah, how did the opportunity come about, and what was it that made you decide Midland?
The coaches were really good people. They were the earliest people there, and they always showed a lot of interest in me. And they're really good coaches, and I'm excited to play for them.
What can you say about the program that they've had over the last couple of years?
It hasn't been the most winningest, but I feel like we can turn that around in my class.
What kind of goals do you have?
I just want to improve every year I'm there and help the team improve any way I can.
And looking at this year, you guys obviously having a fantastic season. I'm sure you've got high goals. How do you guys try to attack the rest of the year?
We just got to keep working and not be intimidated by any team we're playing. And
Abraham Lincoln's Juju Ryan going to wrestle at Wisconsin lacrosse. Juju, just what does it mean to know that you're going to continue your career?
Well, it feels pretty good. It's kind of something that's out of the way, and now I can just focus on not about really my decisions about my future. I know that I already have kind of a bit of a plan on where I'm going and that I'm going to be wrestling, and now I can just focus on wrestling and the important stuff and not having to worry about what I'm going to do or where I'm going to go, because that's always been a big thing for me. I never really wanted to know what I wanted to do or where I wanted to go, but lacrosse came around and they're really cool town, really cool university, and I'm super excited to go there.
You don't hear a lot of athletes from this area signed to a school like Wisconsin lacrosse. So where was the connection? How did it come about?
Well, the connection was actually my dad and the head coach wrestled on the same wrestling team in college up at UNI. And also he's friends with the coach who has coached me throughout the years, Keith Massey, through the club. He's also, they're pretty good friends and they talk to each other. And they're like, you got any wrestlers in the area? And my name came up and I went up on the visit and he likes what he sees in me, so.
Obviously, college wrestling, a little bit of a different beast. How do you try to attack it? What kind of goals do you have? Anything you feel like you need to improve on?
Yeah, there's always stuff to need to improve on. And I think the hardest transition from what I've heard is just the mentality of people, because there's a lot of people who don't really have a passion for the sport in high school, but in college it's a whole different animal. Everybody kind of wants to be better than everybody else, and I think I have that mentality, and I think it'll transition really well into the next level.
AL's Chase Richie, one of many continuing their collegiate careers, or I guess going to embark on collegiate careers. He's going to do so playing football at Dakota Wesleyan. Chase, I'm sure this is a really special day for you. Just how do you sum it up?
It's exciting. I can't wait to get out there. I can't wait to go to college, mainly get out of high school and just go play football. It'll be fun.
When you started playing football, or maybe even throughout the course of your career, did you think something like this was possible?
There's a lot of times where I had doubts that I could even play college football. So it's pretty exciting just to get to know that I can play.
Headed to Dakota Wesleyan. I don't know that I've ever known of anyone from this area to go there, so I'm just curious, where was the connection? What was it that led you there?
Well, they reached out at the beginning of the season, just said they wanted me to come down for a visit, and it really just connected when I went there, and it was an automatic connection. I just felt like I was drawn there.
For someone that maybe isn't familiar with the program they have there in Mitchell, what can you tell me about it?
It's a great little town. It's good for big city people, little city people. It's just a great community down there, looks like.
When you get there, where do you kind of see yourself fitting in position-wise, and what goals do you have for the next couple of years?
I plan to play wide receiver. My goal is just to help win games.
At the receiver position, is there anything that you're really going to try to hone in on that maybe you want to exceed at or want to get better at?
Definitely. I don't know. You can't really practice it, but definitely making plays.
All right, TJ, going to play football at Morningside. Going to bring quite a few teammates with you as well. What does today mean? It's got to be a pretty awesome experience.
Yeah, it's mainly a good day for me because I get to go to college with my friends and stuff, and play football with them. So that's a great thing to have.
I think when people think NAIA football, they think Morningside. They're the North Dakota State or the Alabama right now of that level. What does it mean to get to be a part of that culture?
I'll be honest. I don't know.
How did it come about?
How did it come about? What do you mean?
How'd the opportunity with Morningside come about?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm bad with this stuff.
What was it that ultimately made you say, "Hey, this is where I want to go"?
Mainly, I went up there for a visit, and I just liked the culture up there. The coaches were nice to me, and that's about it, really.
When you look at when you get up there, where do you kind of think you project position-wise, and what kind of goals do you have?
I just mainly just want to go out there and play football, just try my best, and just work at it.
All right, AL's Damari Brown headed to Morningside. Damari, just what does it mean to get to be a part of a program like Morningside and to get to bring some of your teammates with you as well?
Oh, it feels amazing just to be able to play with my teammates once again for another 4 years and just to have fun.
How did the opportunity come about with Morningside? I mean, where was the connection?
Well, Greg committed, and then he told me that he loved it, and then I went on my visit. I met the coaches and stuff, and I just fell in love.
Mentioned Greg's going there, TJ, Lennox as well. Did that kind of maybe make the decision a little easier, knowing that you'd at least have people there to kind of lean on?
Yeah, it did. It made it really more easy.
Morningside's the NAIA power, I would say, of that level. What does it mean to get to be a part of a program like that?
Oh, it means a lot. I'm very grateful for Coach giving me this opportunity to play for him. I can't wait to rock out.
When you look at your time there, where do you kind of see yourself playing? What kind of goals do you have?
Well, my goal's always been to get up to that next level, but only time will tell from there.
All right, Greg, I think that's 4 of you guys now headed to Morningside, and it's official. What does it mean?
It feels great to get to play with my 4 brothers that I've been playing with for the past 2 years. Feels great. So,
was this something that you guys had kind of talked about and in a way planned, or did it just sort of happen? I mean, what was the process to that?
I think we all just went on our visits separately, and we just all kind of loved it in our own ways. So it just kind of all worked out in the end. So
I know we talked earlier about your decision, but just kind of reiterate, what was it that ultimately led you to Morningside, and what's it going to be like to be a part of the success that they've had?
It's going to be great. Obviously, good team. Going to love playing there. So, yeah.
What goals do you have for the next couple of years?
Like Lennox said, we like that bling. We like the rings. We want to win some state championships. So, yeah.
Abraham Lincoln's Lennox Brown won a mini going to Morningside. I think it's 4 of you guys. Just, what does it mean to be able to do this?
It's awesome to be able to play with my teammates again. We had a really good connection last year, so it'll be nice to be able to keep that up in college.
You had a phenomenal senior season. For a phenomenal season for you guys as a team, in a way, did that kind of lead you to the opportunity to be able to continue at the next level?
Definitely. It played a big part. My teammates all helping come together. As a team, they enabled us all to get better and be able to play at the next level, for sure.
What was it about Morningside?
The second I went there, the coaches were just amazing. They seemed like some of the most knowledgeable people I've met. And then the campus and everything, it just felt like home right away.
Was it maybe a little bit of an added bonus too, given the success they've had over the last couple of years?
Definitely. The bling and the rings that they had definitely played a big part in me deciding to go there.
You guys had a phenomenal season at AL, best season in probably a decade or so. What was it like to not only be a part of that, to be a big part of that?
It was great to kind of leave our legacy here, and it was nice to be able to go out with a bang.
Quarterback at the high school level, where do you see yourself projecting collegiately? You're thinking offense, defense?
As of now, I'm going to remain a QB. And then if that doesn't work out, I'll be some other athletic position.
You look at your game and the transition to the collegiate level, is there any one area you're really trying to focus on?
Not in particular. I got nothing specific.
How about goals?
Goals? I'm trying to win another championship, definitely.
Seems like a good goal.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Cooper, I know you committed a while ago, but it's official now, headed to Central Missouri to continue your football career. Just describe to me this day, what it's like, what it means.
Looking forward to it my whole life, Want to go play college football at any level, really. Early in my recruiting, I had a lot of attention, and Central Missouri came in around last March, and ever since I started talking to them, it just felt right.
How did it come about? And I know, like you said, you had other options other than Central Missouri. What were those, and ultimately, why was it that UCM won out?
Central Missouri, it was a great place. Went down to my unofficial in October, and they just treated me like I was one of their own already, and it was just the right fit.
At what point did you realize that maybe playing football collegiately was a possibility? I mean, was there a moment where it kind of clicked?
Early in my high school career, well, as a kid, I really liked basketball, and I really thought, maybe I could do this, but it's like an older, kind of a two step slow for basketball. So football really came about freshman year, and started working hard, and my coach, Greg Ernster, he really pushed me and got to me where I am today.
Been a part of a really successful football program in high school, going to get to go to a really successful football program at UCM and part of a really tough conference as well, the MIAA. How exciting is that?
It's really exciting, going down in MIAA, they consider it, like the SEC a D2 football. So, it's going to be great to get down there and compete and see what happens.
Where do you kind of see yourself fitting in when you get down there? Are you thinking on the defensive side, or I guess kind of what's the game plan, or do you even know the game plan?
They don't know right now, honestly. They thought when I first got recruited in D-line, but they liked my fit as a center, so they're looking at me like that right now. So,
how do you try to attack the next 4 years?
Just put on some weight, get stronger, really study film, and just it's gonna be different going from 8-man to 11-man. So it'll be weird to get used to it.
Yeah, talk about that transition. What do you think some of the biggest challenges are going to be making the jump?
So playing offensive line, if I play offensive line, it'll be, reading out the schemes, what the linebackers will do. Just reading defenses, really, because in 8-man, playing it the last 4 years, it really got easy, but it'll be a whole different ball game going up to 11-man.
All right, Maryville's Ben Walker going to play football at Central Missouri. Ben, that's a big step to the Division II level. Just what does it mean?
It's really exciting going to a program like this. And I'm really looking forward to getting on the field and working with the guys and just getting on campus.
I'm sure this football season, didn't go the way you wanted to. How gratifying is it kind of to know that it's not over?
Whenever it first happened, I was honestly worried about it, but I was there. The coaches talked to me about it, and it lit a fire inside me to work out, work a little harder, and get back faster. So excited.
What was it about Central Missouri that really kind of sealed the deal for you?
The coaches. The coaches showed me a lot of love. The players showed me a lot of love. I liked the schemes they ran. I liked the way the program was going and just the atmosphere and the game days on Saturdays. I just loved it.
When you started playing football, however many years ago that was, did you ever think you would be in a situation like what you're in now?
I've dreamt of it, but I can't honestly say that I knew this would happen, but it's a blessing for me to be in this situation.
When you get there, where do you kind of see yourself fitting in position-wise and whatnot?
They recruited me to play quarterback, but they also asked if I'd be open to play other positions. So honestly, whatever gets me on the field, I'll do.
Sticking to the quarterback position, if there's any area of your game that either A, you really, really want to excel in, or B, you really, really feel like you either need to or want to improve in, what are they?
I feel like my athleticism is good, but with the knee injury, I'm going to focus on that, make sure I get that back. And then I'm also going to focus on my passing, be a little more accurate, build my arm strength up, and just footwork, basic stuff.
What's the rehab process been like coming back from that knee injury?
It's been good. I got out of PT a couple weeks ago, and I wouldn't say I'm 100%, but I can do most things. It's just my leg's weak right now, so I'm working out, doing agility stuff and trying to get it all back.
What kind of goals do you have for the next 4 years?
Whew, I don't know. Just be as successful as possible, make as many memories as I can, and I don't know. Be successful at UCM.